Tommy's gonna taste the gin so that you don't have to. Let you save your money, yeah, that's what Tommy wants. Minimal dilution, cause we wanna taste the gins. But if the gins are bad, then we will throw them in the bin. Now let's hand it over to Tommy, who is gonna taste. He's gonna get all rowdy and shout up the place.
What's up? And welcome back to Tommy Taste, the channel where I taste the gin so that you don't have to. Today it is my great displeasure to introduce you to no gin less than Huckleberry Gin. Two things we are not going to focus on in this review: the shitty pun name Huckleberry Gin, or the fact that huckleberries and blueberries are not the same thing. And dear God, does this gin bang on about fucking blueberries, to the point where the slogan is pure friendship and blueberries. Yes, blueberries is what it leads with, and pure friendship is the thing that you should pair this with. Huckleberry Gin was set up in Munich for, as far as I can tell, the express purpose of making money. Why not capitalize on the fact that gin is going through a massive boom and that people like blueberries? And yes, friendship is great, and everything tastes better with friends because a shared experience is always better than one alone. However, this is not friendship that you and your friends really have. This is the friendship that a film like Marley and Me forces down your throat. But it's what's inside the bottle that counts. And really, what is inside this bottle is the dead dog at the end of a blockbuster film that was there purely to make money. If you gave it to your friends would spit in your face, piss on your carpet, and you would then rock in the fetal position, sobbing to yourself, exclaiming, "I have no friends." That is Huckleberry Gin, akin to something like Brockman's, with its berry nonsense and load of shit that it puts into it. Other than pure friendship that I should pair with this gin, along with the blueberries, what are the other botanicals that go into Huckleberry Gin? There are no less than 22 botanicals. Blueberries, which we've already mentioned, and then other things like lavender, ginger root, citrus peel, raspberries, peppermint, all conflicting things that German gins do best. Has it got any sirloin steak in it? Does it have caviar in it? Who f***ing cares? All you get is blueberries, and this is what I'm about to showcase to you by tasting, God help us all, Huckleberry Gin.
Bloke, Owen Wilson, slightly rubbish journalist, married to woman Jennifer Aniston, brilliant journalist apparently.
In my glass lives the Huckleberry Gin, available to you in the UK for no less than £35 to £40. One of the pricier gins for a 0.5 litre bottle. So being cheated out of your gin there for a hell of a lot of money. Let's have a whiff.
If you've got a dog, you're a master. If you've got a kid, you're just a dad. Okay?
Is that the strapline?
Well, actually, no. I mean, the strapline is, how far would you go for a friend? Probably that was the strapline for Free Willy.
Germans love a fruit schnapps to the point where I've spoken about on this channel they will pay thousands of euros for something that just tastes like pear or something that tastes like a little plum. This smells of blueberries and blueberries alone. Where are the other 21 botanicals, I hear you ask? Not present. Doesn't matter. Smells like blueberries because it has blueberries in it. This is like the skin gin. All you get is mint. Here, all you get is f***ing blueberries. It's so horrible, so one-dimensional. The alcohol comes off it way too much. It feels unbalanced and nasty. Let's taste.
John Grogan's book, Marley and Me, is about, with its universal themes of marriage and family, resonated to millions of readers from all walks of life.
Here is where I can finally take my chill pill, because on the palate, it is not atrocious. The spirit, despite being unbalanced and showing way too much alcohol, of which there is only 40%, is not overly strong on the palate. Yes, the blueberries are there, and it's the blueberries that dominate the palate. There are also kind of slight layers. You do get like a menthol freshness. You don't get any ginger. You don't get any citrus. There's no florality that I can tell. Who knows? But there are like nice sweet raspberry notes. I think I'm being too kind and trying to look for positives in this. This is 100% better than Brockman's. If you like Brockman's, then this is the gin of your dreams. However, it is just not good enough. It is still one-dimensional. Let's have a little bit of ice in there and see if with some dilution we can maybe get just a little more out of this gin. Guessing definitely not.
People from all over the world wrote me letters about how the book mirrored their lives, says the author. Marley and Me is not a dog story, says Grogan. When I wrote it, I didn't think of it as a dog book, and I still don't. I see it as a growth of a family story with the dog as a catalyst. It's a comedy with a poignant side to it.
It's pretty much the same as it was neat. You do get slightly more spice coming out, possibly a hint of juniper. The good news is I was worried from the smell alone that this was just going to be a schnapps. It's not. You can tell it's a gin. Not a good gin, but you can tell that it is one. The flavours don't change that much, but the finish is long and it is clean. Let's pop a little splash of tonic in there. Interestingly enough, on the Huckleberry Gin website, they suggest adding blueberries as a garnish to your gin and tonic. Because yeah, it needs more blueberries. No, if you're going to put anything in this, make sure it's like mint or rosemary or something so that you're at least getting 2 dimensions where there was previously 1. Cheers.
It's all about his life, the roller coaster of life that we all experience. It's about the journey that Marley goes on with the Grogans, says Owen Wilson, who plays John Grogan. Marley reminds them how much fun life can be.
Who would have thought the blueberries cut through? It does make for an acceptable gin and tonic, purely on the basis that there's so much blueberry flavour there that it does cut through. But again, don't be putting f***ing blueberries in this. It's so unnecessary, but it's just not good enough, and it doesn't feel like gin as much as it does just feel like I've put some blackcurrant into some tonic water. Me, this is bad.
There are key words that I hate in press notes. Journey, universal themes, life and love, learning about it, these things, right? It's like,
I hate movies that tell me that they're about these things.
Obviously, I'm not the market for Huckleberry Gin. I have friends that I actually consider friends and don't need to buy a fucking bottle of Huckleberry Huckleberry Gin, in order to get people to come round my house and go, aren't we having a good time? As we all dance around with our glasses pretending that we like life. I like life because I drink gins that aren't Huckleberry Gin. This is a gin for people that simply do not like gin. They like sweet berry notes. The sad thing is that I love blueberries and the flavour of them in this just doesn't work for me. Alcohol and fruit, as far as I'm concerned, should be 2 separate things. That's not to say that you can't have fruit making alcohol, e.g. wine, or fruity notes within a spirit or a beer or anything like that. But when they truly dominate and become the only flavour, I find it foul. There's no shame in liking Huckleberry Gin. Some people probably love that flavour. But what I would encourage most people to do is actually try to develop your palate so that you can drink a gin that's not so one-dimensional and so kind of childish in its makeup. If you don't like alcohol, that's absolutely fine. There is no harm in admitting that. I'd hate to force anyone to drink alcohol because they don't like it. You should only ever drink alcohol because you like doing so. But if you want to drink Ribena, then go for it. Ribena tastes good. If you want a torpedo, a carton of Rubicon, then just fucking do it. I want to watch you do that. But do not buy Huckleberry Gin, whatever you do, unless you like Brockman's, in which case we're not going to get on anyway, so just go for it. On another note, the distillery that do make Huckleberry Gin also produce a 77% ABV version of this gin, which I am desperate to get my hands on to see if it's in any way acceptable or if it is just death by blueberry. If someone can get it for me, then please get it for me. Otherwise, here's my 2-word review. F*** off Huckleberry Gin. Maybe that's 4 words. Bye!
Hey, it's Wednesday afternoon at 3:30. Here's an uplifting movie before you pick the kids up from school about how your dog can change your life. It's a lot of stuff about how marriages can change people's life and how children can change marriages, but a dog is forever. And it was made all the worse by the fact that all the way through it, I had to put up with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston going on a life journey and experiencing things together in a way that made them grow.
Don't do that voice
in a way
again.
they never
Don't.
knew they could be together.